viewers and subscribers. We're gonna go down here and meet Truepatriot. We're gonna see what he has for us. He usually has great content, and we are gonna have probably quite the show for you guys very shortly. I decided to start it a little sooner just to build some attention, and then we're gonna have a great show of patriotism. Just a moment. That right there is the ant van. A bunch of bugs. They are not welcomed among the group. They spread a lot of hate and misinformation. They're the true infiltrators, but they can't even infiltrate because we are onto them. So. Oh, look, they posted pictures of the pedophile that worked his way into the group on the van. Interesting. Look at all them tour buses coming here to Washington, D.C. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just as many as I can see. There's a bunch more down this way by the Natural History Museum. I'll say hi to our other buddy over here. He brought some recreation for us. Oh, let me zoom out. Sorry, guys. How you doing, friend? Not too much. I'm about to film the other Steve. He's coming over yonder this way.
Canadian embassy's like right over there.
I tried.
Shot with the American flag.
I walked up there with an American flag in my hand, and security came out right away, and they told me I'm not supposed to be there. I told them, I'm like, is there any way I can get a Canadian flag from this embassy? Yeah. And she said everyone is working from home from that office, so there was no way for me to get a Canadian flag from the Canadian embassy.
Stupid is real in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, and that it appears that the people aren't standing up there.
Yeah.
But they might just be squashing them like they did in Ottawa.
Yeah, Ottawa's pretty rough. I heard there's still fighters there.
It's probably
they
like
haven't.
Here, man. You just get into the city where everybody's a zombie drone brainwash case. You get out in the country, it's good old boys out in the country, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect them out there. They don't care what the government does. They're gonna have fun and have families and chickens and whatever they want out in the country. Dustin get back?
He's got the room tonight too.
Oh, is he? I saw Golden Chariot pull in.
Yeah, and I'm offering a shuttle to the shower and back for anyone who needs one. Because Dustin opened up his shower to everybody, so I'm gonna help people get there who want one.
I might take you up on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
it's going good, Ruth. It is really nice out, comparable to earlier in the week.
So here comes Ant Boy. I tried to talk to him, say like, dude, what went wrong with you? He's going, well, I'm going to start my own convoy, but...
Is he the one wearing bright yellow with the pineapple
yeah,
glasses?
The media is a virus fan.
Yeah, and he's got pineapple sunglasses.
Yeah.
Last time I saw those was I was really young and I was at a rave in the woods. And everyone was all on their own thing.
Yeah, you're a betrayer to freedom. It's the biggest freedom movement going on in America. You got to disrupt them.
He's a divider.
That's a god-awful traitor, buddy.
He's starting his own convoy.
You'll reap what you sow. You'll reap the whirlwind, baby. You got karma coming to your group. Big karma. I don't have to deal with you. My almighty God will deal with you.
That's right. Leave it to God.
But I'd love to deal with you. It'd be a pleasure.
Well, now.
We're on the 1776 Restoration Movement. We've been here on the mall for 23 straight days. Right down here, you're going to cross our path here. We believe in helping America to restore a constitutional republic and actually restore moral values to our country. Right and wrong. There is right and wrong. Even in the natural, there's right and wrong. We happen to believe in God, we're in the Christian God, so there's right and wrong there, and there's right and wrong in the natural. Why don't we bring back right and wrong in America again? Bring back our United States Constitution, the bedrock of our freedom. Why don't we bring that back to America again? We believe in a constitutional republic, and that's what we are. And we're going to stand and defend our
Guys clapping for
Constitution.
him. Have a
With our
supporter.
last breath. Give us liberty or give us death. That's what we, the people, believe in America. We want liberty and justice for all people. Black, yellow, white, whatever your nationality or religion. You deserve freedom in America. Equal freedom. Liberty and justice for all. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men, all women, all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, among people, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. The government, this federal government, and all state and local governments, they receive their power from the consent of the governed. We, the people, have the power over every government institution in America. We, the people. They work for us. We, the people. All persons of these United States pay their salary. They work for us. We should never be in fear or insecurity of our federal government or of our military or police forces. They work for us, every single government entity in this nation. They took an oath to protect us from foreign and domestic terrorist problems. They took an oath. They need to protect this country on the southern border. They need to protect this country from outlandish inflation and high prices that is decimating the middle class and the poor folk in America. We're all the Democrats and Republicans and all the parties and all the people talking about how this inflation is crippling our middle class. We ask the federal government to get out of our business. We don't want your money. We don't want you sending money constantly to our children so they learn not to work. We don't want our children to be bound and in bondage and slavery to a check coming from the government, and they never learn to walk and be a man and be a real woman and be a real man. Work for a living. Capitalism works best where we have the freedom to buy and own a house, have our own property. Nothing greater one day than to buy your own property. Best thing I ever did. I own my house. I don't care what anybody says. This federal government or no government in this country will take away my house. I will defend my house and my community and my state and my country to my dying breath, as will millions upon tens of millions in this God-given free country. This is a country where people are free. No matter what your color or nationality, you are free. Know your rights in your own Constitution. Without that Constitution, they can steal away, almost overnight, your freedom. Why don't all our citizens know the Constitution of these United States? How many of you can name the Bill of Rights, even one? Help us, God, I pray. I believe in God to help this nation come back to the Constitution. Teach our children the Constitution. Have it required in the classes. Just math and science is required. How can the Constitution not be required? Our kids are learning all about all kinds of sex things and many genders. They can name many genders, but they can't name the 10 Bill of Rights. They know 10 genders, but they don't know there's 10 Bill of Rights. What's wrong with that picture in America? That should be one of the biggest questions we're asking ourselves as a nation. Why aren't we aware and knowledgeable of our own Constitution and Bill of Rights? You can pick one up down there on the chair. They should be distributed all over Washington, D.C. Every person in America that is an American should have their Bill of Rights and Constitution nearby. It protects you from tyranny. It's your last bastion. It's your last stronghold to protect you and your freedom and your rights. If you let your Constitution slip away, they will take your country and all your freedom. So we believe in a constitutional republic. That's how we were formed. That's how we were made for 246 years. Constitutional republic. And we were a moral society. At least we tried to be. We believe in right and wrong in America. Most Americans believe that there is right or wrong. Whether a religious group or just in the natural, there is right and wrong. It's not right to let men, boys, I don't care what they call themselves, to participate in women's athletics and destroy women's athletics in high school and college. When do we draw the line on the radical leftist insanity? Because allowing boys and little girls' bathrooms is insane. My dear God, help us all when we allow our boys to take over women's sports and we Americans don't stand up. That's when I knew we were in huge trouble in America. We're letting these federal government, the mass media, the school system and so many other entities get away with just debilitating your country. You gotta stand up, fellow Americans. We are pleading with you. We are pleading with you. We the people are pleading with you to stand up for your nation while you still can. Learn about your freedom. Read your Bill of Rights. Read your Constitution. This is Amendment 1 of the U.S. Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. That's Amendment 1 of the U.S. Constitution, power packed. How many of our children know Amendment 1 of the Bill of Rights? How many of our children know Amendment 2 of our Bill of Rights, which says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. How many of our children know the First and Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights of our Constitution? How many of our citizens, our fellow Americans, are familiar with the bedrock of our freedom? That's one of the main reasons why we're out here, why I'm personally out here. It mystifies me every morning. I do this 23 days straight. I've been asking people, why are not the American people aware of the U.S. Constitution? Isn't that a legitimate question? Why don't we know and are familiar with the U.S. Constitution, the bedrock of our freedom? Without this Constitution, they will steal. That's just what bad men do. Without this Constitution, they will steal away our way of life and our freedom, and they will make us and our children and our grandchildren, they will make us slaves. They will not make me a slave. Forgive me liberty or give me death. I will not live in slavery. Ever. 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 We are tired of this bloated, gargantuan, Godzilla-sized federal government taking away our peace, our safety, and our happiness. We have a right by the Declaration of Independence to alter and or even abolish a government that causes its people to have great harm. Our federal government is not meant to be here to harm us. You were not meant here to investigate us. We don't need 17, 18 investigation agencies investigating us. That's bloated Godzilla government. 17 different organizations are investigating the American citizens. You should be a little concerned about that. First of all, we don't need no 17 investigation agencies investigating anybody. We should be able to do the job with 1, 2, or 3. And then, sure enough, our investigation agencies in this federal government were not created or meant to be constantly investigating the United States citizens. I come out here, many people come out here with a flag. I mean a USA flag, and don't say a word. And they're put on a domestic terrorist list. That's sick. That's something wrong with the federal government and an American people that are fearful of holding the American flag. How many American flags do we see walking down this plaza besides ours? Guess how many? 0! What's wrong with America? What's wrong with holding your national flag that we have pledged allegiance to and given our oath to for most of our lives? When did you lose your American flag? When did you lose your freedom? When did you lose your United States Constitution? Count the years. They've been taking it away. And if we don't stand up now, it's gone forever. Your freedom is gone forever if you don't stand soon. Black and white, male and female, Republican, Democrat, Independent, no political bent at all. You need to stand if you want to save your freedom. You do not have much time. Our time is short. It's time to stand for your freedom now. Lay your busy lives down for your freedom, or you will lose it forever. Sickening watching the American people and how dull you are. Where's your passion for life? Because you allowed this government to steal it away. You allowed the media to steal away your passion. You allowed TV and the internet to steal away your passion, your hope for America, your hope for freedom. They're stealing away your children. They are stealing away your children. They are stealing away your children. They are indoctrinating and brainwashing and hypnotizing our children. I will not stand for it, and nor will the American people. Yeah! Nobody should stand for it. What happened to our passion? How did they steal away our spirit? They stole it away through the media, through the federal government, through our evil school system, through the internet. They're stealing away your children every day. They're brainwashing and indoctrinating your children and mine. Where is your passion for your country? I never see anybody else holding an American flag. I am not ashamed of this flag. I am not ashamed of my God. I am not ashamed to be an American. And I am not ashamed of my God. Where is your life? How did they steal away your life? Every day we look upon this, 23 days now, dead, passionless people, because they did this to you. They stole away your passion for freedom. Now we got ingrates having to disturb us because we're all so weak. We got this idiot disturbing the only freedom movement here. And still you stand by and do nothing. Your country is being stolen from you. And so many of you stand by and do nothing. Where's your passion? How come our children do not know this Constitution? How many of you who laugh and mock can tell me the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights? We are letting them brainwash us and indoctrinate us away from freedom and away from our God. You have no spirit. You have no passion. They have indoctrinated you 23 days now. No spirit, no spirit, no passion. God help this country with you. You are the reason this country's dying, because you can care less for your nation. You can care less for your God. That's why you're losing America, because of you. I watched you walk by here 23 days. You are dead. You are dead. No wonder we're losing this hard fight, because we're left alone. Amen, brother. But we will not surrender. We will not surrender. Give me liberty, or give me death. We will not surrender. We will not surrender. Give us liberty, or give us death. Time to get off the sofa. Get away from your sports and fight for your nation. Time to get away from the brainwashing that is constantly upon our population. Get your kids off the TV, it's killing them. Get your kids off the internet, it's killing them. They are being brainwashed and indoctrinated away from freedom. You know the Constitution, now you got earplugs. You're plugged up. You know what your freedom means, brother. You young people gotta wake up. Break the brainwash. Got this idiot over here with no cause evil. God help America. God help America from that viper.
Dragging a Canadian flag on the ground. I wonder if she's going to drag the Canadian flag on the ground across the Canadian embassy that is right there. You see that building right there through the trees? That's the Canadian embassy. This is a woman mocking the Canadian flag by dragging it around her neck and dragging it on the ground. Should we see if she's aware that she's dragging her flag on the ground? I'm not Canadian, but it seems disrespectful to have a Canadian flag dragging on the ground. Maybe she supports tyranny in Canada too, since she's dragging a Canadian flag on the ground behind her. Not proudly waving it in the air. She's dragging it on the ground behind her. And she's in her own land. She doesn't realize she's tearing and dragging one of our allies' flags right down the National Mall, not even a block away from the Canadian Embassy. And she's dragging a Canadian flag on the ground behind her. I don't believe the Canadian flag is protected by our laws, but if that was an American flag, I could call the police right away. Especially being on federal land, the laws are doubled. It's funny, she wears the Canadian flag proudly, and at the current state of Canada is a full-blown communism, as I've heard from Canadian families who've passed me by right here on this sidewalk. We're gonna see if we can get interviews with hopefully people visiting from other countries because they have much more dialogue, and you can actually hold a intelligent conversation with people from other countries versus people who are born here in America and undergone our education. They can't hold a conversation with them. Their normal American's attention span is only about 30 seconds. So that's why I love seeing people from other countries and having like a 30-minute conversation, because you learn a lot. And everyone I've met speaks really good English, because they all have to learn English in the country they come from along with their national language. You guys like a flyer?
Oh no, thank you, not today.
No problem. Do you guys like a flyer?
No, thank you.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
Let's see if we can be really, really kind as usual and see if someone gets triggered by my extreme kindness. Yep, not yet, Lolo's Lounge. Not yet. I try to plant truth seeds without, without being seen. Just dropping seeds as I walk along. Do you guys like a pamphlet? See what we're about here? No problem. Have a great day. How you guys doing? Here's a handing out here. I want to thank all my subscribers and also new viewers to this channel. If you want to see more content like you've just seen, there's going to be hours of it in the days ahead. So if you do like what you see, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content that day. And you can stay up to date, because every day, every week especially, every day is a new chapter. And then every week's like a new book. No, the past couple hours, no, especially people who, they don't know what's going on. And with the mass media and the fear that's being installed amongst people, along with the lack of education, the lack of critical thinking, because critical thinking alone, I could go up to someone I know is trash, or not even that they're trash, they're just, I know they stand for things that I don't believe in, and hateful, and just that my God doesn't stand for, and I'll still walk up to them and have an adult civil conversation with them, and usually in the end agree to disagree. That's perfectly normal. That's what our Constitution stands for. And there's only been 2 times this whole time where we've had people agree to disagree, and we're perfectly respectful, never got vulgar once, never got an attitude. And we both really appreciated each other's points of view. Did either one of us change our point of view? No. But we both agreed to disagree, and it was a very beautiful thing.
My great-great-grandfather had that same belief. He could do anything he wanted and live.
Would you like a pamphlet, sir?
Sure.
Thank you, man. Have a great day.
So my friends leaving again. When I leave tonight, but I'm gonna look you guys up. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, they're all tourists. No one likes us. If that was the case, I'd have gone somewhere else. I know, yeah, I'm gonna record everything. Because you never know. it could be totally calm, quiet, nothing's going on at all. Everyone's like, man, this is terrible. And all of a sudden, boom, something happened. Police are everywhere. Bullhorns, truck horns. Oh man, you don't plan it. So it's good just to, whenever you get a sense something could happen or is happening, it's best to go live so that you can give anyone the power to see it. Doesn't mean anyone's going to see it, but you're at least enabling it to be seen. And if it's truth or light, it'll be easy to see. God will bring you to it. Now, if you spread lies or if you just spread hate, you're not going to be blessed by God. That's not following in the footsteps of Jesus. Jesus didn't chase people based on accusations or truth. If Jesus knew someone was bad, he didn't chase you down. He prayed for you. He didn't point you out and make fun of you. He prayed for you. That's what Jesus did. He would pray for lost souls who were confused. He wouldn't spread hate. He wouldn't try to harm people. He wouldn't join the enemy because whatever, but it just doesn't make very much sense. Now we got police car moving in on the individual probably sitting here who is soon going to have a restraining order from what I hear from what was discussed earlier. He may be asked to leave or taken away in cuffs, but we will see. I actually forgot that there was a restraining order placed on him. His voice is really shaky right now. There's nervousness in his vocal cords right now. So again, I want to thank all my viewers. You couldn't pay people to do this. I'm telling you, you couldn't pay me to do this. Now he said he got pepper sprayed, but his face looks pretty good. He's de-escalating the situation he provoked in the first place. That's nice of him. Can everyone say thank you? Thank you. That was nice of him. That was really nice of him to de-escalate the situation. It was the guy with pineapple sunglasses said, "I'm going to de-escalate the situation and I'm going to go over there." Too bad he couldn't do that without an officer to tell him to do that. Too bad his parents didn't teach him basic respect and basic critical thinking and basic Holy Spirit. I really feel sorry for him. They're here from like Tennessee or something, and oh, there's no restraining order. Okay. Peaceful, yeah, I guess you're really right. He was very, very peaceful. I mean, very similar to how peaceful the BLM movement was. I guarantee you, if you could pay this man to protest for whatever you want to protest, he would accept payment, more than likely, to do whatever you tell him. I mean, similar to what someone said here, like a prostitute. You know, he'll literally make a fool of himself on camera for views. And probably most of his viewers, like, I might watch his channel, to be honest with you. You know, laughing is good once in a while. Laughing is very healthy for you. How you doing, boss?
Good.
What's your Yeah, this is my one of my favorite people here.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, but I live in
Awesome.
Baltimore.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So how was this speech or what y'all was doing?
Oh, it
I
was-
heard your way over here.
It was good. It was really good. His voice rings, man.
Yeah.
He's got the Liberty Bell in his vocal cords.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what. Steve's
heard
a
him,
special
but-
man.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
I should have came over to listen.
True patriot. Yeah, as everyone just saw, the police just pulled around and told him he has to leave. He played what's the word, victim, and said he was pepper sprayed earlier. He didn't ask to file a police report, but he did claim he was assaulted in various ways and that he's going to defuse the situation and and leave. I mean, the best way to defuse the situation would be to get out of the adversary, who they are. I mean, isn't that some common sense, critical thinking skills that most of the human race has adapted to?
Yeah, sure, yeah. They're thinking the same thing. Which I think. You did say.
I mean, you guys can have your freedom of speech. I mean, if the comments are like looking negative, like I'll notice your name. If you get too vulgar or I get some complaints from other viewers, majority rule, you're not going to be on my channel anymore. I mean, freedom of speech, I don't care unless there's an offense, and I'll step in.
Last team, man. Look at that one.
Thank you, Amanda. Maida. I do have the last name Freeman, so I think it might run in the bloodline. Alright, that's it. We got True Patriot, we got Free Man, we got Patriotic Oreo, well, we are 43 minutes into this live stream. If we can't kick around more fun, I'm going to end it at 45. Not to worry though. Just subscribe. Hit the notifications bell. After you press the subscribe button, the bell pop up. Click on the bell. Press the first choice on top. And you'll be notified immediately when I go live. And you'll get to be here with us. And maybe your voices will be heard, even though you're not here. Sounds good to me. I want to thank all my subscribers and all the viewers. And I will see you again soon. Right here in the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. You're welcome, everybody. Have a great day. Armada, thank you, Armada. I want to thank all my viewers. You guys are great. See you soon.